うん。ラグが大きいな。全然まだこれで10秒か。そんなもんいつもまあいいや。今日もまだ音読ですね。サムネイルの設定をちゃんとした方がいいのかな。僕はバックグラウンドのチャンネルのバックの写真になっちゃってるからね、ずっと。なんて言えばいいんだろうあれ。ハワイでね、去年の9月友達と旅行行った時撮った写真でね、全然関係ないんだけどね、このチャンネルとはね。なんかちゃんともっとなんか音読ライブみたいなサムネイルを作った方がいいのかな。ちょっとめんどくさくてやってないけどね。まあそのうち考えましょう。また音読なんで別に話すこともないんで始めよう。ガムを出そう昨日より鼻の調子がいいね。通ってる昨日よりは。鼻炎なんで仕方ないんだけどね。じゃあ始めましょう。Lesson 1 Wanderings。これあれだ。今日イヤホンつけてやろうと思ったんだ。ちょっと待ってね、準備不足だなこれ。完全なる準備不足ですね。じゃあイヤホンつけてやるっつうのはいつもただこれ読んでるだけだったんだけど、その前にも言った音をね、その耳で聞きながら同時に読むっていうのも、まあなんかどんな感じで、まあ音は実際著作権のあれで、まあシャドーイングと一緒に流せないんだけど、まあどういう感じになるのかっていうのを見せようかなと思ったんですよね。前にっていうか、まあ、前にこれでいいのかな。ファイルがどっか行っちゃったからね。これでいいみたいな。とりあえず全部あるもんね。これでいいや。じゃあやります。 CD に合わせてよし。I'll show you a trick. Let's do it together. First, make 2 rings with the paper. Then, paste them to each other like this. They're pasted at one point. Are you with me? Good. Finally, cut along the rings. Start here and keep cutting. What will happen to the rings? これやっぱ合わせて読む方がゆっくり喋るからさ、時間かかるね。そっか。全部再生にしてないからダメなんだ。ちょっと待って。はい。That was great. Can you show me another trick? Sure. This trick is more interesting than the first one. Let's begin. First, Make two Möbius rings. See? Okay, good. Next, paste the rings to each other. Are our rings the same? Yes. Finally, cut the rings again, like this. Just a minute. Wonderful. なんかゆっくりすぎてなんかイライラすんな。もっと早くしろよって感じだね。Excuse me, could you tell me the way to the Science Museum? Sure. Go along the street to the bank. Turn right at the corner. Turn right? Yes, the museum is on the left, across the street from the park. It's between a library and a hotel. I see. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you very much for this interview, Miss Kileo. I'm glad to talk with you. May I ask you a few questions? Yeah, of course. When did you come to Japan? In 2002. I have lived in this town since 2003. So you have been in this town for several years. How do you feel about your life here? I like it. The people are very kind. You are from Tanzania, aren't you? Yes. My country has great lakes, huge animal parks, and Mount Kilimanjaro. It sounds beautiful. What are you doing in Japan? I'm studying biotechnology. I want to make better crops for the farmers of Tanzania. Have you studied for a long time, huh? Yes, I have, for 8 years. Ms. Kyo, I hear you're also interested in art. Oh yes, I like to paint Tinga Tinga. Tinga Tinga. Yes, it is the most famous painting style in Tanzania. Look at this book. These pictures are beautiful. I'm glad you like them. How long have you painted Tinga Tinga? For about 10 years. I see. Thank you very much for your time. You're welcome. You have a great CD collection. Thank you. Would you like to listen to some African music? Sure. It sounds interesting. Okay. Would you like something to drink? Yes, please. I'd like some tea. Fine. And some cake? No, thank you. Just tea, please. Okay. Nice. Thank you. I'm just reading this textbook a lot to improve my reading and kind of pronunciation. Dear friends, I arrived in Beijing yesterday. I've just finished dinner. If you eat everything, it means you are still hungry. If you leave a little, it means you are full and happy, like me. Your friend, Kumi. 止まってんのかなこれ。大丈夫かライブ。Dear friends, today I went to the Beijing Opera, Journey to the West. I've seen a kabuki play in Japan once. Both the kabuki play in this opera use beautiful costumes. But this opera was very different from the kabuki. The dancers of the opera were more active, and the music was more exciting. I haven't bought your presents yet. Does anyone want an opera mask? Your friend, Kumi. ちょっと待った。ライブ、これ見れてんのかな 動画の出力が低すぎますって出てる。見れてんならいいけどね。見れてんね。あ、戻ったわ。じゃあいいや、続けよう。You went to the Great Wall, didn't you? Yes, I did. I was surprised at its size. It was huge. Well, look at this photo. Have you ever seen this? No, I haven't. What is it? It's a photo of the Great Wall from space. Wow, it's really long. I've never seen such a long wall. 風がCan I help you? Yes. How can I get to the zoo? Take the train for Honmachi. The entrance is over there, by the restaurant. Where should I get off? At Nishikoen Station. I see. Thank you. You're welcome. Have you heard about Sasaki Sadako? Sadako was 2 years old when the atomic bomb was dropped over Hiroshima. She suddenly became sick at the age of 12. She had hope. She believed. It is possible for me to get well. I will make us 1,000 paper cranes. Sadako died, but many people remember her. They make cranes for her and for peace. You know a lot about Sadako. I've visited a lot of websites. Look at this one. What does it say? It says that books about Sadako are published in over 30 countries, so her story is known around the world. That's right. What are these? They are strings of paper cranes. We call them Sembazuru. I remember. People all over the world make Sembazuru and send them to Hiroshima. Right. This is the atomic bomb dome. What happened to it? Well, the bomb exploded over it. The heat reached 7,000 degrees centigrade. About 130,000 people were killed. 130,000 people? That makes me sad. We must never forget this. Right. So the dome is more than just a building. It shows the terrible power of the bomb and the importance of peace. めっちゃいい声ありがとうあんま声なんか聞き取りづらいとかしか言われたことなかったね。ありがとうございます。声褒められることあんまないな。For many years, only men were the leaders of a small Maori village in New Zealand. The leader, Koro, hoped his first grandchild would be a boy, but a girl, Kafu, was born. Koro was so unhappy that he rejected Kafu. He did not teach her the traditions of the village, but she loved him. Her grandmother Nani tried to help, but could do nothing. Koro taught the boys of the village his traditions. We are people of the wells. He looked for a new leader. Here, he threw a special stone into the sea. Bring it to me. The task was too difficult to do. The stone stayed in the sea. Later, Kafu went into the sea. She got the stone and gave it to Nani. Kafu, you have special powers, but don't say anything yet. The secret is ours. Listen, Koro said. Everyone listened. The sea was singing. Look at the sea. They looked. A huge group of whales was coming. The leader and all the whales swam onto the beach. Others followed. Their cries were terrible. Come to the beach, man, Koro shouted. We must save them. We must. The men walked all day. They walked all night. The whales did not move. They were on the beach to die. I must save the whales. Kahu went up to the old whale and said, Come, father, you must live. We must live. She climbed on him. Come, father, come. Slowly the whale turned around. She rode him into the sea. Three days later, they found Kafu at sea. In the hospital, Koro and Nani held her. Kahu, said her grandfather, you have special powers. You will be our leaders. Nani smiled. Ken, where'd you like to go? I'd like to go to Mongolia. I'm interested in their life on the great grasslands. I want to stay in a gear. Also, I want to go to the Northern Festival. There will be many things to see. Horses running races, and people listening Mongolian sumo matches. Ratna, where do you want to go? I want to go to the Guiana Highlands in South America. There, I can see the wonders created by nature. The tabletop mountains are like islands in the sky. In the highlands, I can see Angel Falls. It falls straight down about 1 kilometer. It is the longest waterfall in the world. Beautiful. How about you, Kumi? Please show me your book again. This? This is a textbook I used when I was a high school student. Yeah. 30-year student. New Crown from Sanseido. The place I want to visit is Korea. My email friend Mina lives in Seoul. She writes to me about schools, movies, and music in Korea. I write to her about life in Japan. Korea is close to Japan, but I've never been there. So, there are many things that I want to do. For example, I want to visit Mina and go to a Summer Nordic concert with her. It will be fun. Have you ever seen this? It is a sensu. It is a folding fan we can carry easily. Many people use these fans on hot summer days. They are also used in Nihonbyo and Rakugo. Beautiful Japanese pictures are usually printed on them. Thanks, no worries. But this version was published, I think, uh, 5 or 6 years ago, so I don't think you can get the exact same one. I think you'd get new version even you look for this. So the content on these would be different. 懐かしい。電池がねえな俺だいぶ途中で終わっちゃうかな。それはまずいね。電池がないという機器が。シャドウインが後だな。そしたらどうしよう。電池が続く間に読み終われるかな電池あと 10% しかないから。充電器持ってこよう。充電器持ってくるわ。ちょいお待ち。充電できてるかな。できてるはず。できてんね。よしじゃあ続きをやりますかね。どうまでいったんだこれ。I have a dream. One day, my 4 little children will not be judged by the color of their skin. Martin Luther King Jr. said this in a speech in 1963. He had a dream that is important to all of us. His dream was equality for all Americans, black and white. He was a person that lived for this dream. He fought for it, and he died for it. In those days, there were many things that African Americans could not do. They were toilets that could not use. There were seats on buses that they could not use. There were even drinking fountains that they could not use. African Americans' lives were separate and equal, but people were fighting against this. Mrs. Rosa Parks was one of them. She had a great courage. Mrs. Parks was a black woman who took the bus home from work. One day, she took a seat near the white section. Soon the section filled up. The driver shouted, "Give up your seat or call the police." She did not move. The police came and arrested her. Martin Luther King heard this news. He said, "Let's support her. Let's stop using the buses." They started a boycott, which lasted for more than a year. Finally, they won the right to take any seat on buses. After this, more and more people joined the civil rights movement led by King. In 1964, he received the Nobel Peace Prize. 4 years later, he was shot and killed. He died, but he left words which we will always remember. I have a dream. One day, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. His dream lives on. Why don't we watch a video Saturday afternoon? That's a good idea. What do you want to see? How about Gandhi? Great. And then my father will cook up some curry. That sounds nice. Sudan is a large country in Northeast Africa. It is a country with great promise, but it also has great problems. In 1993, the people of Sudan suffered from war and hunger. Few people knew about this. Kevin Carter went there to work as a photographer. He wanted the world to see the problems of Sudan. One day, Carter saw a child. She was lying on the ground. He knew why the child was there. She was so hungry that she could not move. Suddenly, a vulture appeared. He took this photo. The photo appeared in newspapers all over the world. It made him famous. He won a Pulitzer Prize for it. That's a really shocking photo, Kumi. But Carter's action was also shocking. Why? Look at the photo. The weakened child was dying. In my opinion, Carter had to save that child first. Well, remember, his photos showed the world Sudan's problems. This saved many starving Sudanese. I see your point. Even a simple action like taking a photo can have two sides. Good morning, Aya. Aya from Tweetcasting or different person? Hello, hello. May I speak to Paul? May I ask who's calling? Sorry, this is Kumi. Oh, hello, Kumi. Paul is out. I see. Would you ask him to call me? Sure. Nice talking to you, Kumi. Goodbye. And nice talking to you, Mr. Nice talking to you, Mr. Green. Goodbye. Yes, are you? So you're. Yeah. Are you in Japan right now? Yeah. I came back here about 10 days ago. No, 2 weeks ago. 28th of May. But I'm going back to Australia at the end of this month for trimester 2. So I just stay here only for a month. My parents' house. What are you doing, Kumi? I'm practicing sign language. Sign language? Yes, I'm learning how to sign. Why? Last week, I went to a movie. It started deaf actors. But how did they speak? They acted and spoke their lines with their hands. Now I know why you are learning sign language. Yes, I was very moved by the movie and the actors' skills. I'm studying sign language. Through this study, I learned signs, but I learned much more. I learned that sign language is not about just signs. For example, my teacher taught me how to sign the word happy. My hands were in the right place, but other students couldn't understand me well. My teacher said, smile when you sign happy, then people will understand you better. From this, I learned that facial expressions and gestures are important for communication. Now I can sign a little, so I can truly start to communicate with deaf people. Now I can speak English, so I can communicate with English-speaking people. I mean, I have a chance to share my feelings, ideas, and thoughts with more and more people. I want to learn other languages like Chinese, Hindi, and Korean. Then my world will become bigger and better. I'll never forget my friend Nakata Shinji. At first, Shinji and I were not good at playing volleyball. We practiced hard together. Later, our team became number 1 in the city. I will always remember Shinji. Like most Japanese junior high school students, you come to school every day and go home after school. These are activities that are natural for you. But many children in other countries cannot go to school. They cannot spend time at their homes. These children may live in countries at war, and they suffer. They are treated unfairly, and they suffer. Because of these sufferings, they have to leave their schools and homes behind. These children are refugees. What are the lives of these refugee children like? Think about the case of the children in this photo. They're from Kosovo. Their village was attacked. Their father and older brother were in great danger and had to run away. Their children and their mother were left behind, but they were in danger too. They had to leave. They became refugees. There are millions of children like them. These children are refugees living in Africa, Asia, and Europe, everywhere. The lives of these refugees are hard, but some people are trying to help them. Some doctors are helping the refugees who are sick. Some teachers are working in schools for refugee children who cannot go to school. Some people are working to bring these refugees food and safe water. And some people are helping these refugees when they return to their homes. One person who worked to help refugees was Ogata Sadako. At the UN, Ms. Ogata worked for refugees. She did this not because she felt sorry for them. She did this because she believes that every person has basic human rights. She believes in the dignity of the every person. Let's think about the words she had said about the human rights of children. All the children in the world have the same basic human rights. They have the right to live with their families, the right to go to school in peace, and the right to grow up in safety. Do you want to go to Australia again? No, I don't. Kind of, but I go back there at the end of this month, but it is not. It is kind of compulsory because I'm an exchange student and I have to study in Australia for 2 semesters. So I just came back here for mid semester break. So it is not the matter if I want to or not. I just have to go back to Griffith University and study there again. But yeah, I miss my friends there. So I want to go back there to meet them, but not to study. Of course, I enjoyed learning education, linguistics, but now I rather to work than studying. I really loved teaching English at the grammar school, like last summer. Sometimes I had to work for like 12 hours a day, but so it was kind of tough, but not like I had to, even I didn't want to. I really loved working there. So I want to teach English to the students again, and that is what I want to do now. So if I could, I want to finish my exchange program now and go back to this grammar school again. Refugees. Yeah. This topic was about refugees. human rights for refugees in Kosovo, and a Japanese woman who helped refugees at the UN. Her name was Ogata Sadako. Teach me, please. But you can speak. I've never heard you speaking, but you can at least type English well. So I don't think I have any things to teach you. I want to teach English to people that don't like English and have them see English from different perspectives, because I've been studying English for 2.5 years, and my life is so changed. Before that, I didn't have anything to be proud of, and I was just a normal guy. But now I could have a job to teach English, and because of English, I can have this live stream, and I can have my YouTube channel, and made a lot of friends from all over the world. So English that has led me to a new great life. So I want others to have experiences like I've done. So those who can speak English well already don't have to learn English from me, because they can keep exploring and keep going forward with their study and with their they can keep studying and having experiences by themselves. But people with bad thoughts about English wouldn't have experiences, and they didn't have I don't know experiences like I do. So now then I think I need to teach them and show them how great English is. But you know the greatness of English, and you can communicate with people in English, so I don't have to. I know my English is not great, or some people would blame me I shouldn't teach English, but I'm sure not every Japanese people can not every Japanese guy, a Japanese person can speak English as I do, at least. So I think everyone can reach my level only for 2 or 3 years. So I just want to help them. In the last part, there are many kinds of courage, awesome kinds, and everyday kinds. Still, Courage is courage, whatever kind. Courage is being the new kid on the block and is saying flat out, "Hi, my name is Wayne. What's yours?" Courage is 2 candy bars and saving one for tomorrow. Courage is a blade of grass breaking through the icy snow. Courage is being the first to make up after an argument. Courage is bottom of the ninth, high score, 2 outs, base loaded, and your turn to bat. Courage is starting over. Courage is exploring heights and depths. Courage is sometimes having to say goodbye. Courage is holding on to your dream. And I watch your video every. Really? Because that can help me learning. Do you mean you learn Japanese from me? I don't teach or explain English grammar in videos recently. I did in the past, but I might teach you Japanese, but not English. というわけで、日本で喋っていいのかな。わかるよね、みんな日本語ね。分かってるからこの日本語タイトルでも来てると思うんで、まあいいや。一回これで僕この音読ライブは終わりにして、まあこれいつもと一緒なんだけど、で10分とか20分後したらシャドーイングって知らない人いるかな。知らない人いたらなんか検索するか、僕のシャドーイングを説明してるあの動画でもシャドーイング説明してないな。じゃシャドーイングっていうのを知らなかったら自分で調べてほしいんですけど、シャドーイングを、まあ、今の音読みたいな感じで、まあ、10分か20分ぐらいこのライブ終わってちょっと休んだ後にやるんで、またその時って感じで、なので一回この音読ライブはこれ、一回全部読んだんで終わりにしますということです。お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。ではありがとうございます。4人来てくれていつもねいても多くて2人ぐらいなんでね、楽しかったですよ、こうやって喋れてね。ありがとうございます。ではさよなら。